All right, so for today's deep dive, we're kind of ignoring the cloud. We're ignoring the push notification on your phone. We're looking at how a building, well, how it screams for help when no one is looking at a screen.
It's this concept called machine communication, but, the really visceral kind. We've got the documentation here for the NTI LED light tower.
Right.
And it's basically a piece of industrial hardware designed to bypass your digital fatigue and just hit your actual senses.
And that is the mission today. We're breaking down this, okay, it's a clumsy name, the NTI E-LTA-RYG.
It is, yeah.
But its function is so incredibly streamlined, it's pretty much the industrial version of a traffic light for a server room.
Traffic light is the perfect analogy. I mean, you look at it and you've got this 15.5-inch tower, red, yellow, green lenses stacked vertically.
The classic setup.
Exactly. It's made to be universally understood, like instantly. Green is good, everything's normal, yellow is a warning, and red is a critical alert.
Okay, but the detail in the spec sheet that really stood out to me was the brightness. We aren't talking about some little blinky router light here.
No, not at all. These LEDs are pushing 120 lumens each.
Which is significant, right?
It is. If you're in a brightly lit factory or, say, a dim data center aisle, 120 lumens is designed to trigger your peripheral vision.
So even if you aren't looking right at it,
your brain registers that something in the environment just changed.
the docs currently say it runs in steady mode, just a constant beam. But I did see a little note about a firmware update.
Ah, the programmable flashing feature. Yeah, coming soon via the web interface.
Which just adds that extra layer of, urgency.
For sure. But visuals are only half the battle. If you're stuck behind a server rack or fixing a machine, you can't see the light.
And that's where the PSO buzzer comes in. And for anyone listening, PSO just means it uses a crystal to generate sound. It's reliable, but more importantly, it's sharp.
It is very sharp. We're talking about an 85 decibel tone measured at about 1 meter away.
So to put 85 decibels into perspective for you, that's roughly the noise of a kitchen blender or like heavy city traffic.
Right. But it's not just the volume, is it? It's the kind of sound.
It's a continuous piercing tone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's engineered to just cut through the low hum of cooling fans or factory equipment. It's not trying to be polite.
Right.
It is actively trying to be annoying. And in a high-stress environment, annoying saves systems.
Okay, so let's get into the brains behind this bronze.
Yeah.
Because the tower itself is surprisingly, well, it's kind of dumb.
It is, and that's a good thing. It's just a mouthpiece.
It's not doing the thinking.
Nope. It doesn't monitor temperature or water leaks itself. It's hardwired to the enterprise environment monitoring systems, the E2D, E5D, or E16D units.
So those units are the brain, and the tower just does the shouting.
Precisely.
And I noticed that connection is very physical. It's a 7-wire interface. The diagram shows the E16D connects directly, but the smaller ones, the E2D and E5D.
They need a little help. They need that extra piece of hardware, the digital input-output expander, to drive the signal.
But the main point is that it's a hardwired connection. It doesn't depend on your Wi-Fi to warn you that your Wi-Fi just went down.
Such a key point.
I also looked into the durability because these things live in pretty harsh places. It's rated IP53.
Ingress protection. So the 5 means it's protected against dust, which is, essential for a factory floor.
Yeah, the 3.
That means it can handle spraying water. So a pipe bursts or someone's hosing down the floor, the alarm itself won't die.
And the lifespan. The MTBF, or mean time between failures, is listed at 50,000 hours.
That is massive.
I actually ran the math on that. That's 5.7 years of continuous operation.
Not just sitting there. On.
And it works from -4 all the way up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. So this thing's probably going to outlive the servers it's protecting.
No question.
So when you pull it all together, you realize this isn't just a light. It's a true fail-safe. It uses the most basic communication we have, bright color and loud noise, to protect our most complex tech.
It's a great reminder that sometimes the smartest solution isn't some new app. It's the one that works with our own biology, We react to red. We recoil from a loud, piercing noise.
This device just hijacks that instinct.
It really is the ultimate, hey, look at me machine.
It certainly is. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the NTI Light Tower.
Great stuff.
But before you go, here's something to chew on.
Yeah.
We live in a world where we can silence almost anything with just a swipe. Is there something, irreplaceable about a physical object that refuses to be ignored, that demands you look up from your screen and just deal with the real world? Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.